Every day, you wake up with a choice, to be average or to become something extraordinary. Most people, they hit snooze, they roll over, they wait. But the 1%? They get up, they rise, they move forward while the rest of the world sleeps. This isn't a video about success. This is a wake-up call, a reminder that your life is in your hands, that the gap between you and your dreams is nothing but work, and the only thing standing in your way is you. The ugly truth they never told you. Let's start with this. Success is boring. It's not flashy. It's not fun. It's not glamorous. It's waking up at 5 a.m. when no one's watching. It's doing the same reps, the same grind, the same routine, every single day. It's eating clean when you'd rather eat junk. It's working late when your friends are out partying. It's saying no 1,000 times just to say yes to one goal. You know what 99% of people do? They chase dopamine, they scroll, they quit when it gets hard. They build excuses dressed up as mental health breaks. They wait for motivation. They wait for something to happen. But here's the truth. Nothing is coming to save you. Not motivation, not luck, not some miracle. Only discipline will. And that's why the 1% live different. They don't need to feel like it. They do it anyway. The 1% mindset isn't talent, it's tolerance. We all admire the winners, the champions, the successful. But we forget one thing. The top 1% didn't get there because they were better. They got there because they tolerated more pain. They tolerated boredom. They tolerated rejection. They tolerated failing in front of everyone and still showing up the next day. That's what most people can't do. Most people want the prize, but not the price. They want the results without the reps. They want the confidence without the courage. They want the rewards without the war. Let me make it real for you. The 1% mindset means going to the gym when your body aches, waking up early even when you slept late, showing up when it's awkward, doing what's hard when no one claps for you, practicing in silence so you can perform in public. That's not talent, that's mindset. That's the 1% code. Everybody wants it. Few will bleed for it. Here's a hard pill to swallow. You will never have the life you want until you are willing to suffer for it. Success demands sacrifice. You can't binge Netflix and be focused. You can't eat trash and build a top-tier body. You can't sleep 10 hours and outwork your competition. You can't be soft and expect strength. There's a trade-off in everything. You think the greats wanted to wake up at 4 a.m. to train? You think Kobe loved being in the gym while everyone else was sleeping? You think Elon Musk enjoyed failing multiple rocket launches in front of the world? But they did it. They understood something you need to burn into your brain. Pain is the cost of greatness. And the sooner you accept it, the sooner you rise. Motivation is a liar. Discipline is the truth. Let me guess. You've said this before. I just don't feel motivated lately. Guess what? Nobody does. You're waiting to feel ready, but that day never comes. The real winners? They stopped waiting years ago. They replaced motivation with momentum. They replaced feelings with focus. They replaced excuses with execution. Because here's the cold truth. Motivation is like a spark. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning. And it's built with repetition, not inspiration. You want a powerful life? Create habits that don't ask for your permission. Wake up, work out, read, build on autopilot. Not when you feel like it, but because you said you would. That's what the 1% do. They've made success a system, not a mood. Your dreams are counting on you, not tomorrow, not someday, now. Look around. Everyone has a dream, but dreams die in the graveyard of comfort. The most tragic thing? You could have been great. You had the potential. You had the chance, but you waited too long. You kept saying, I'll start next week. You kept saying, it's not the right time. You kept saying, "I'm not ready." And the clock kept ticking. You need to hear this. Your dream has a deadline. Not because the opportunity will disappear, but because you will. Your fire will fade, your energy will run out. And if you don't move now, you'll become another story of what could have been. So act like your life depends on it, because it does. The world doesn't owe you results. You earn them. We live in a generation where everyone feels entitled. They want success for showing up. They want praise without progress. They want likes instead of labor. But success, it's blind. It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care where you started. It only rewards one thing: consistent, focused, painful work. If you're not willing to put in the work, and eventually, they take the spot that could have been yours. The 1% mindset isn't about beating others. It's about beating the version of you that keeps losing. Every morning, the world hits the snooze button. But the 1%, they're already up, already moving, already shaping the day before the world even knows it started. This is no longer about motivation. It's about identity. You don't do discipline. You are disciplined. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. You've heard it before. Set goals. Dream big. Visualize success. But here's the truth. Your dreams mean nothing if your systems are trash. You don't become successful because you wrote $10,000 a month in a notebook. You become successful because you had a system to produce value every single day, even when you didn't feel like it. The 1% don't chase motivation. They build systems that operate with or without it. Let's break it down. Sleep like an athlete. Recovery isn't a luxury, it's your weapon. Train like a soldier. Sweat is proof of war. Your body is the foundation of your mind. Focus like a monk. Kill distractions. Protect your time like a lion guards its den. Work like an immigrant. With hunger, with purpose, as if your family depends on it, because they do. You don't need $1 million plan. You need $1,000 routine repeated 1,000,000 times. That's the real game. The unbreakable mind, rewiring your operating system. Most people are running on mental software written by fear, laziness, and social programming. But the 1%, they rewrite that code. How? Affirmation without action is a lie. Stop telling yourself "I'm great" and start proving it through effort. Repetition is the mother of belief. Every rep, every set, every cold shower, every early morning, it's not just building your body, it's programming your mind. Stress is your sharpening stone. Most people avoid stress. The 1% use it to carve out a stronger identity. This is what separates them. They don't fear failure. They don't avoid pain. They don't run from hardship. They run toward it, because that's where the next level is born. The identity loop. Becoming the kind of person who wins. Here's the truth about motivation. It's fleeting. You'll feel it for 10 minutes after a good video, and then it's gone. But identity? That sticks. When you say, "I am disciplined. I don't skip workouts. I don't eat garbage. I work until the job is done." You're no longer acting. You're being. This is the identity loop. 1. Do the thing even when it's hard. 2. Prove to yourself that you're the kind of person who does it. 3. Reinforce your new identity. 4. Repeat. Most people try to think their way into action. The 1% act their way into a new self-image. The power of 0 options. Here's a dangerous lie. You can always start tomorrow. No, you can't. Every time you delay, your standards slip. Your brain adapts to mediocrity. Your habits bend toward weakness. But when you give yourself 0 options, you have to move. You have to act. There is no plan B. Burn the ships. Commit with no exit strategy. Success isn't optional, it's necessary. This is the warrior mindset. No escape, no retreat, only forward. The 1% code. So what's the actual code? The framework that holds this all together. Here it is. Wake up before comfort does. Every minute you stay in bed after your alarm is a vote for your old self. Move before motivation arrives. Don't wait to feel like it. That feeling never comes. Control what you can, ruthlessly. Your sleep, food, schedule, mindset, that's your domain. Rule it like a king. Never break the chain. Track your discipline like your life depends on it, because it does. Seek war daily. That doesn't mean chaos. It means choosing hard things, facing your demons, slaying comfort every single day. This is what the 1% understand. It's not about one big moment. It's not about going viral. It's not about getting lucky. It's about relentless consistency in silence. So when the spotlight finally shows up, you're not surprised by success. You're ready for it. This is your moment. Now listen, because this part is for you. This isn't a script. It's not a video. This is a mirror. And I need you to ask yourself, are you serious? About your life, about your time, about your family, about your destiny, because no one is coming to save you. Not your friends, not your boss, not the algorithm, not even me. You're either building the life you said you wanted, or you're watching it fade while you scroll. The time for trying is over. The time for deciding is now. You've got one life. Burn your excuses, bury your distractions, and build your legend. The grind isn't punishment. It's a gift. Because every rep, every hour, every late night, every early morning, it's not just work, it's you becoming the 1%.